Many failures in life are due to people not realizing that they are just one step away from success when they give up. Thomas Edison. A sigh filled with regret echoes through the twists of fate, reminding us of the fragile boundary between giving up and victory. There are journeys as long as winding mountain roads in the early morning mist, where each step is heavy with fatigue, and the summit seems distant, hidden behind white clouds. The traveler, exhausted and doubtful, stops just as dawn is about to break, unaware that just one more step would allow the sunlight to flood the valley, illuminating the path to glory ahead. Failure in this saying is not a painful fall, but a quiet letting go. A decision that seems small but enough to close the door on an opportunity that's just opening. Each difficulty then is like the final wall in a maze, tall and cold, making us believe there's no way out, while just one more touch would reveal it's only a thin door waiting to be pushed open. Perseverance, for success rarely comes in easy moments. It often hides behind a long chain of challenges, like a pearl polished within rough stone. When people give up too soon, they not only abandon their goals, but also the chance to reach a better version of themselves. Understanding this, we learn to be patient with the path we've chosen, to believe that fatigue is not a sign of failure, but proof that we're getting very close to the destination. And sometimes that final trembling step, the one we almost didn't take, is the one that carries us from the darkness of doubt into the brilliant light of success. The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. Eleanor Roosevelt. Not just distant desires, but a smoldering flame in the heart, a sail filled with wind helping life's boat navigate great waves. When someone believes in the beauty of their dream, they see the world with brighter eyes, where difficulties are no longer barriers but steps leading higher. That belief is like a small seed sown in barren soil. Though buried by failure and doubt, it persistently sprouts to seek the light. Those who live with dreams do not wander aimlessly. They carry a compass of hope, so every decision has direction, every effort has meaning. The future, therefore, is not a random gift from fate, but a garden, nurtured by faith, perseverance, and the desire to reach something beautiful. And when tomorrow comes, it smiles upon those who dare to dream, believe, and act today. As long as we hold firm to faith in our dreams, we already hold the key to unlocking a brilliant future. Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. Henry Ford. A clear mirror placed before the human mind, clearly reflecting the quiet but enduring power of belief. Not loud like thunder, nor brilliant like fireworks, but soaking in like spring rain, nurturing each seed of action and thought. When we believe we can, that thought is like a small flame ignited in a cold night, fragile at first, but enough to light the way, enough to warm, and enough to ignite courage to move forward. Each difficulty then is only like a rock in a stream, not to block the path but to step on and cross over. Conversely, when we think we can't, that thought turns into an invisible wall, growing higher with each hesitation, trapping our potential inside like a frightened bird that dares not leave the cage despite the open sky. It is thought that is the rudder steering the ship of life. The wind may be strong or weak, the waves fierce or gentle, but the direction lies in the hands of the helmsman. Therefore, choosing to believe in one's ability is not delusion, but sowing a seed of hope and then tending it with effort, perseverance, and courage. When we understand this, we suddenly realize the greatest strength lies not in circumstances, but in how we view those circumstances. Like dawn can turn a gray sky into a golden painting in a moment. And from that belief, people step out of self-imposed limits, smile at challenges, and day by day write their own story of victory. Success usually comes to those who are too busy to be looking for it. Coco Chanel. Coco Chanel. Sometimes it's the fearlessness that is the key to unlocking destiny's grand door. Those people walk like children learning to run for the first time. They fall, they get scraped, but their eyes still shine with excitement for discovery, without carrying the obsession of the next fall. Because they don't see failure as a mandatory stop, they view each stumble as a paving stone. The more stones, the higher the road, the closer to the sky of success. In their minds, dreams are not fragile bubbles easily burst, but sails filled with wind, charging toward the horizon no matter how big the waves. That courageous innocence helps them try, fail, fix, and continue, like a river persistently eroding mountains to carve its path. What seems paradoxical actually reveals a gentle truth. It's not those who have never failed who succeed, but those who don't let the fear of failure paralyze their steps. When people stop counting how many times they might fall, they start counting opportunities to rise, and in that process, character is forged, wisdom is honed, and dreams take clearer shape. Success, therefore, doesn't come as a random gift of luck, but as a quiet reward for those who dare to walk without being bound by the ghost of failure, so that one day, looking back, they are surprised to see how far they've gone from the starting point. I never dreamed about success. I worked for it. Estee Lauder. Like the steady hammer striking rough stone, one beat at a time, persistent and firm, until the shape of a masterpiece emerges. Not denying the power of dreams, but placing dreams on the ground, where hands get dirty and sweat rolls down the forehead, is what truly creates results. Success is not a castle built of clouds, but a house erected from bricks of discipline, effort, and time. The speaker doesn't wait for fortune to smile, but steps out to meet sun and rain like a farmer, sowing seeds each season, tending the soil each day, believing the harvest will come if cultivation never stops. Each hour of labor is a strong thread weaving the tapestry of the future, chaotic and rough at first, but gradually revealing the pattern of achievement. Instead of indulging in imagining the destination, focus on each step on the path leading there. When people turn aspiration into action, will into habit, success is no longer a luxury, but the inevitable result of persistent process. And then, in the moment of looking back, they realize what they've achieved is not magic from a dream, but a deserved reward for months of unrelenting effort, where fallen sweat has quietly sprouted into sweet fruit.
Best quotes of all time, where the greatest quotes on the planet become your superpower.